it's a good strategy to show that you care about other people too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. It's a good strategy. Yeah, to to communicate that way. So, everybody, uh, okay. My answer to my own question when I said, why, when you miss one class in my class, the following week you are going to cope less effectively. The reason is that my classes, everybody remember this, my classes, my lessons are interconnected. They're all connected. From September to today, everything is planned. They're all connected. The grammar, the pronunciation, the activities. Now, your fluency in English today, when you are speaking and using a lot of beautiful vocabulary, I built you to be able to use words like creative, compassionate. Remember when I taught you personal skills with 30 vocabulary to describe yourself? That is a good preparation for you to use in this presentation. Okay, and so yeah, and also your pronunciation is clearer because everything, like, I'm a writer, I'm a planner, I am goal oriented. When I sit in the class and I look at you, I have a big plan for you. My plan is not only today or next week. I have a big plan. Where do I want you to go? When you miss one step, you are going up the step. Like, I'm teaching you, you're like a child. I'm teaching you to go from one step to the other. If you miss one step, it's not easy to jump to another step. But because you are level 6, 7, that's why the problem is not big. Okay. But for level 1, level 2, level 3 students, it is, my strategy will be difficult for them because my lessons are interconnected. Interconnected, connected means two connected. When you say two connected, when you say interconnected, means not only two, so many things connected. They're interconnected like a chain. Okay. So in my class, it's not a good idea to, I don't want to come to Andrew's class today. I'm lazy. I worked hard yesterday. I'm tired. I have body pain. Just sacrifice a little bit. Come. Maybe if you're tired, you don't need to speak a lot. Just sit and monitor what's happening. Okay. So today, everybody did a fantastic job. And I'm proud of you and I'm proud of myself too, because I attribute your success also to my success as a teacher. I am in awe, awe, like awesome. I am in awe listening to Alexander, Teddy, and Bernie today. I'm in awe, you know, and I feel so great as a teacher that I have you. I feel so great, to have everybody, right? But you three really surprised me. Actually, Bernie did not surprise me because I know Bernie. Bernie is a natural, gifted person, right? And I think, Bernie, one of the reasons why you're like this is because you have good heart, you have good personality. So all those good things can easily enter your heart because your heart is welcoming and loving and caring. Yes. When you were talking today, I saw Helen smiling. You know. and
Thank
and
you.
and by the way, can I just share this? Okay, Bernie, I love it when you started your speaking by little things that make you happy. So Bernie, um, I'll give you two choices. I'd like you to record yourself, and I'd like you to record yourself and on video and give it to me. Or if not, can you please write it and give it to me so I can arrange it and use it as a lesson in the future? And also Alexander and Teddy, when you said just having coffee in the morning makes you happy, I feel I feel a little bit sad because I'm looking for something big to make me happy. But my students, they're happy with little things. And I said to myself, oh my God, look at this guy. Everybody, are you following me? Like a lot of people, they're happy with simple things, but many people, they say, oh, I want a big house, I want a mansion, I want a BMW. But Teddy, I just want coffee in the morning. Yeah, you know what I mean? This is like, this is refreshing to me, refreshing, you know? And Bernie, he said, I feel happy listening to the singing of the birds. Oh my God. Which reminded me when I was living in Ohio, and I lived in a small town, and I lived on a farm, and really the birds made us so happy, you know. And so yeah, Bernie, and with you, Alexander, what I like about you is your maturity when you're talking about social media. This for me is very impressive for a young person like you, 26 years old, and you have this maturity, you know. And yes, and so like keep up the good work, everybody. Okay. And Teddy, you really surprised me today, Teddy. Okay. And Teddy, Marina and Rada, you made Teddy happy today. No, because listening to the teacher uh, sometimes is not enough, but listening to the people of the same level, it makes you say, "Oh my God, really?" And Teddy said, "I didn't realize that." But listening to Marina and Rada, I learned something. It's like he's indirectly saying, "It was not my intention to impress anybody, but I am able to touch the heart of Rada and Marina, and I feel successful. I feel accomplished." Everybody is really very important that you support each other, but sincerely, you know, because you can inspire and empower each other by the way you treat one another, by the way you respect and love and support each other. You can empower other people. Okay, so I hope next week, those who have not done the presentation yet, Kaju, Daiko, Mohed, Shala, uh, Sylvia Christina and Anna Christina and Jenny, Rubab, Hamad and Rada, I hope that what you saw today in the class has inspired you to do good, to do better next week. But do it not because you want to be good, do it because you want to express your opinion, your message to other people, to inspire them, to let them know about you. Roberto said something like, he wants something, he just wants to be yourself. Just be yourself, and look at, show people who you are, and just be yourself. I was gonna answer you, Roberto, when you said that, but you explain it. You are talking about in many areas,
Yeah,
because in some areas you cannot be yourself.
yeah, it's correct.
Everybody, are you following me? One time there was a teacher who said, my secret to my success is I am myself, and I could not control myself. I messaged him. I said to him, sometimes you need to change yourself in order to empower other people.
It's true.
Yeah. So, so being yourself 100%, in my opinion, this is my teacher, my Andrew Taylor opinion, is not always the best. If you, and I know myself, right? I used to, I used to think only of other nationalities. When I came to Canada and I exposed myself to other nationalities that I did not encounter in the past, I changed myself. And after changing myself, I realized that I am better by changing myself, not just by being myself, but by changing myself to make sure that I'm treating everybody equally.
You
But
have to treat yourself.
but me, for example, if you look at me as myself, I have favorites. You know what I mean? But I have to change myself, Roberto, to make
I know.
sure
I
that
understood you.
everybody is equal.
Yes.
Everybody, are you following me?
Yes. Yes. In
Like,
professional environments,
and
it's
mothers,
a different.
mothers, you know this, right?
Yeah.
Mothers, if you have 3 children, I know in your heart you have favorites, but you need to change yourself and make sure that your children they see that everybody is equal, because the children they see actions, not just words. Yeah, you know. One time I said to my, one time I was singing and I said to my, I was carrying my baby, right? I said, like me, as I'm a singer, so I know how to create songs. So I said to my daughter, I love my Sarah, you are my number one. I love you very much. I am nothing without you. I love my Sarah. I was singing, and my son
Wow.
came to me. My son came to me after singing. He said to me, Daddy, Sarah is your number one. Oh, and my son was 3 years old.
Mhm.
He said to me, Daddy, Sarah is your number one. I said, my God, I got it right away that I did something wrong. He was listening when I was saying Sarah was my number one. And when he came to me and said, Daddy, is Sarah your number one? And he was hugging my leg. And then I said, of course not. You and Sarah are both my number one. I love my Stephen. And then I sang again just to save myself, right? I love my Stephen. I love my Sarah. You are my number one, my numbers one, my number one in my heart. I love my Stephen and kiss him. Mwah. I love my Sarah. Mwah. And my son smiled. Yeah, everybody. Be
Oh, it's so
careful.
sweet.
Everybody, be careful. Our children are watching us.
Yeah, it's true.
They see our action, and our action affects how they believe in themselves. When they grow up, they see. Be careful, everybody. I was not careful, but I learned. Roberto, I changed.
Thanks, Andrew.
But if I did not change, my daughter was my favorite before, but now I love both of them equally, right? And I show that to my son. And but now my son is grown up. He knows that I don't need to show him that I love him as much as I love my daughter, because he knows he does not need to question it. Everybody, are you following me? We
Yes.
we parents have the responsibility to show our children that it doesn't matter if they are slower at school or if they made something wrong. You know, instead of discussing what their mistake, find a solution to their mistake. Okay, just like what Alexander and I think Bernie said that. No, actually, I don't know who said it. Alexander and another student said that you don't like people who are focused and complaining, not on solution. I don't know who said it, but Alexander said it. Okay.
It's
I
true.
did also.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do though.
yeah. You said the same thing, Helen. Yes.
Yes.
But do you agree with this? Yeah, me. I really believe this. Like, and actually, actress Salma, Salma Hayek, the actress. She is she's Mexican, and her father, I think, is Lebanese. And so she said this, right? She said, my secret to my strong marriage is when something wrong and it is my fault or it is my husband's fault, we sit down together and we do not say it is your fault. We do not say it is his fault. We just say, sit down and look at each other and say, how can we fix the problem? What can we do? You know, not your fault. You know what I mean? So Salma Hayek said it on Instagram, and she really earned my respect. Yeah, I'm like this with my wife, and I'm like this. I saw this. My father was like this. He was not blah blah blah. You know, he would say. He said to my mother. My father called my mother Darl. Darl means Darl is short for darling. Darling. You know, darling. Okay, Darl. What can we do to fix this situation? Because I think we can do this. My father was like this. Okay. Okay.